Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
Black Bond, for example. Black Bond is your daddy. It's that easy.
Okay, let's get this video started. I know people, I've been busy, I've been acclimating to a new job, I've been acclimating to a lot of different things. I probably won't get back to YouTube until February sometime. I gotta get on Hollow Knight. I know I'm behind, but I gotta talk about this video. And before I even get into this video, if you don't have the stomach to handle the reality of the world, the truth of the world, if you don't have the stomach for accountability, click off this video right now because you know I'm going to get real. Now, before I even get into the video, be sure to check out my channel, Black Bond, where you get gaming, you get news, you get sports, you get the realness in every way, shape, and form. And also be sure to check out the Weapon Wheel podcast Sundays at 6:30 with guys like Broken Games HD, Jack Move Johnny, Kid Smooth, Jimmy B Gaming, Blandrew when he feels like showing up, and Mocha on Twitch. And if you want to support the podcast, if you feel like we're giving you something that you want to support and appreciate more, there's always the Patreon, which we have 300 strong, and if you want to be 301, hey, you're more than welcome to. Before we even get into this video, I got a message from Dr. Thomas here.
But I do think he was right about one thing. This world needs to be reset.
And my man is not wrong. This world needs to be reset. It's crazy. Like the things I'm looking at today are absolutely mind-boggling. Insanity. Ninja thinks parents should parent their kids. The popular streamer said it's not his job to teach kids about racism and white privilege. 100% agreed. 100%. But we have people thinking that it should be Ninja's job. Ninja's job is to play games. Ninja's job is to make money. Ninja's job is to not educate your kids. Ninja's job is to not be your kids' parents. The schools are supposed to educate your kids. You, the parent, are supposed to educate your kids. If you have an issue with what your kids are learning, educate your kids. If you have an issue with your kids not learning about racism, white privilege, black history, Chinese history, Spanish history, colonial, whatever, talk to your school. Go to your PTO. Talk to your principal. Show up in the real. Write a letter to people that actually get paid or have the responsibility for your kids. A YouTube streamer has no responsibility nor obligation to be teaching your kids. He's playing games. Hell, LeBron James isn't trying to teach your kids or be a parent. Yeah, he'll, donate time and energy to foundations and charities and put in the good word, but he is not up there actively trying to parent your kids. This is crazy. Popular Twitch streamer Tyler Ninja Blevins has some choice words for parents in an interview with the New York Times. Listen to, and more importantly, teach your kids. Ninja was asked several questions by the publication about a number of things in his life, from his plans to transition to voice acting, to his comments a few years ago about not playing games with women, blah, 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 blah. But it all comes down to parenting, Ninja said. You want to know who your kid is? Listen to him when he's playing video games when he thinks you're not. Here's another thing. How does a white kid know he has white privilege if his parents never teach him or don't talk about racism? Ninja went on to say it's not his job to teach kids about culture or topics related to race because his first instinct is to assume he's being trolled in the chat. If they're gaming and the first interaction with racism is one of their friends saying the N-word, they have no idea what it is. What if it was on my stream, Ninja asked. Is it my job to have the conversation with the kid? No, because the first thing going through my head is a kid doing this on purpose to troll me. If someone says a racial slur on someone else's stream, it can potentially get the streamer banned. It's awful, but that's the first thing I think of. I don't think it's gaming. I think it's internet culture. People are behind the screen. They say what they want and they get away with it. You have complete anonymity. Your information data are precious and should remain private, but it sucks that there are kids who can say racist things and be incredibly aggressive and threatening to women online and have zero repercussions. Let's call his parents. 100% agreed. What did this guy say that was wrong? Now imagine him saying he wanted to parent your kids about white privilege, black history, race relations, and racism. Y'all morons would come at this guy saying, who does he think he is, that he knows better than us, that he can teach our kids about racism? Why should we listen to some random white guy on the YouTubes talking about racism? What does he know? He's not black. Shut your dumb asses up. Tired of y'all. This is crazy. This world has no accountability. None. None. A kid isn't born bad. A kid isn't born racist. A pit bull isn't born violent. A pit bull isn't born to attack others. That is the responsibility of the parent and the responsibility of the owner. Imagine that. Imagine that. But the soft, baby soft, cottonelle soft society of today that wants no accountability, no responsibility, and wants to blame everything on everybody else, wants to simply pass the buck and say, other people should do it for me. Now look, I won't even lie to you. Growing up, my dad worked endless hours as dude was pulling in, what, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 some years doing asbestos removal work when I was a kid. The man really wasn't home that often. So the original purpose of him buying me and my brother the Nintendo Entertainment System was to have something to occupy us while he was working so we wouldn't annoy my mom. So my mom could do what she wanted to do, have a break, he would be out working, and we'd be occupied in front of a screen. He literally told me this last year. It's not right. It is what it is. But now, it's gotten to a point where we're not using video games as a distraction. People are using video games as a tool to say, hey, raise my kids properly. My God. So, we've had people on the internet. New Yokio, who's a clown. Some other clown who's on the internet he's got to be trolling. Because some girl with an OnlyFans page is telling me that influencers need to have a responsibility to be decent and upstanding citizens for the people that watch them when you are an OnlyFans girl selling your body online. See, this is the stupidity here. We have OnlyFans girls over the internet, complete internet thoughts telling other people that they need to be positive examples online for children. Yet you selling your ass online. Oh, but that's completely different. I'm just, using my body for a Shut your dumb ass up. Tired of these internet hoes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can criticize Ninja, but you have an OnlyFans account. And then you have two irregulars gaslighting this crowd. And you know what? I hate to say it, but I do not understand why irregulars continue to gaslight women on self-destructive behavior. Just because you engage in self-destructive behavior doesn't mean you should promote others to engage in self-destructive behavior. And then you want to consider self-destructive behavior the norm and say those that don't engage in self-destructive behavior, well, they're just not cool. They're just lame. They just want everybody to conform to being a normie. Yet here you are trying to get another man over the internet to parent and influence. Oh my God. I'll be dead honest with y'all right now. My last girlfriend, there were multitudes of reasons why me and her had to break up. Philosophies on parenting kids was a main one. My dad's from the islands, enough said. So, let's look at some of these tweets. But when you have a platform where you know kids probably listen to you more than their parents, you have to be aware of the responsibility and power. And yet, black people, and I really hate to say it, black people are putting this huge responsibility on a guy playing video games, saying that, he's influencing children, yet we have rap music, street culture. We had Yokio literally saying that developers, Ninja, etc. are stealing from black and street culture, and that's a problem. But yet, if you want to talk about Ninja parenting and influencing, your logic should dictate the elimination of street culture, the elimination of rap music. It's society's job to teach our youth about racism and privilege. We all have a role to play in that because it's a societal problem. Noah's expecting him to be a parent, but like anyone, if he sees racism, he should call it. Yeah, he has called it out. What do these parents think I look like parenting their kids for their lazy asses? Do your damn job and stop expecting other fellow content creators to do it for you, big or small. Thank you. Thank you. It's true parents need to teach kids about these topics, but streamers at times are role models to kids who watch them. Well, guess what? That's not the Ninja's fault. People can think anybody's a role model. Period. I really can't even look at these comments because it just shows me how far society has crumbled. Here's another good one. Teach your kids important issues from home and don't rely on a stranger on Twitch instead to do so. Who will decide what streamers should teach kids? The moment streamers will teach about things like the fairy tale that's... This makes no sense, but as we can see, it's an irregular. I'm tired of these safe spaces for YouTube, suburban, upper middle class boys and their bigoted behavior. It is now bigoted to say, teach your own kids. It's worrying that it's getting to the point that we're relying on internet celebrities to teach kids about social issues. That should be left to schools and parents. Celebrities don't do what they do out of the goodness of their hearts. They're a business first and foremost. Thank you. Thank you. Unbelievable. The dude is paid to play video games. It isn't his job to be a parent for someone's kid. Perhaps parents should actually be parents. Exactly. Parents be blaming everything except themselves, like blaming rap artists because a kid started swearing after listening to their song. Who let their kids listen to the music? Facepalm. That's all that needs to be said. That's all that needs to be said. I am done this video. Anybody even attempting to debate or argue against this point with me on Twitter, instant block. Not dealing with it. Not dealing with you acting like fools that have no responsibility and accountability for your own lives. Yeah, let me go blame Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless for not being positive influences in my life. They got a show to run. Skip and Max Kellerman, they got a show to run. They've got their own kids. They've got their own families. They've got their own parents. Deal with your own. I'm Black Bond. I'm out.